Hey, how's it going, ladies and gentlemen? How you doing today for this Thursday, June the 28th, 2018?
Throwback
Thursday. Today's episode is titled "The Big Stink."
I like them apples.
I'm gonna start naming episodes now.
Okay.
I kind of start.
So
doing
this is the big stink.
Yeah, this is the big stink.
Okay.
I kind of do them on iTunes, but I don't label them in the Facebook Live ones. But from now on, I'm going to.
Okay. Could have been called a lot worse.
Could have been called way worse. It's in regards to a story that we're going to be covering today. But besides that, ladies and gentlemen, how are you today?
Not stinky, I hope.
Not stinking.
No.
No.
You're smelling fresh.
Yes.
And you're here with us.
Actually, I got a little stink going on.
You a little funky?
Yeah, I'm gonna be going to I'm going to the gym after, but I got the sour.
Did
pits.
you not shower this morning?
I usually shower after the gym, and I didn't go this morning or this afternoon.
Bro.
So I was saving it. There's no point taking 2 showers a day, is there?
Oh, there is. There fucking is. I gotta have one in the morning. I can't function. Like
yeah, I got to get into that. I used to do it when I was like going to my regular 8 to 4.
Oh yeah.
When I was dealing with people and patients every day.
You're still dealing with people every day. You see me every day.
Yeah, well,
you don't care.
You're like family, I guess. At this point.
Speaking of stinky episodes,
yeah,
we got it all.
It's actually titled
if
after
you're in
me.
the studio right now and you're sitting close to this man,
that sounds good.
You'll know what it's all about.
Ladies and gentlemen, if this is your first time tuning into Talking Trends, myself and Tony find articles from around the world, news articles that is, and we bring them to the comforts of your home or wherever you may be watching or listening to this show. And unlike a lot of podcasts, this is done live, so those in the chat, we would appreciate your comments and opinions on the stories that we cover. And you may be wondering what stories we are going to be covering.
We're wondering,
well,
what kind of stinky topics you got today,
buddy? Here they come. A Canadian woman.
Look at that lineup of dogs. Looks like what's it called with the where you line up the criminals, the police line.
Yes, the police. Yeah, the suspect line. I think.
Oh my God.
So there's a Canadian woman who's been charged with a bunch of things for having a couple cats in her house and 57 dogs.
She loves dogs.
Hey,
a lot of dogs, but you got some legal problems, lady.
Yes. Up next, former President Mr. Jimmy Carter. Sir? Salute, sir. He's delivered a little gift to a small town, and it comes as a physician, as this small rural town was without a doctor for like 4 to 5 months.
Good Lord, man.
Yeah, you think Nova Scotia had problems with doctors and healthcare?
Boy, this place.
Yeah. And the racism continues.
Yeah, we've had one every day this week.
Why not? We may as well keep the trend going.
They keep coming up.
So we had the barbecue.
Yeah.
We had Permit Patty. And today we have Pool Patrol Paula. This lady pictured here, I don't know what she's being accused of assaulting a teenager who happens to be black.
Not good.
Nope. And
here we go.
Finally, nothing wrong with a little self-love. All right, every now and then.
Listen, self-love every day is good.
Maybe Pool Patrol Paula could have used a little self-love before going on that little racist
I think
tirade.
if you made a police lineup of all those women that were all doing racist things this week, you couldn't tell them apart, really.
It's true. They need a little self-love.
We were talking about that, yeah. Maybe to each other.
Yeah,
a group thing.
Something. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, there's been reports of public masturbators in the place of Guelph.
Wasn't me.
One of them apparently, get this, did it on a bicycle.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out the metrics, Steven.
Yeah, I've never experienced that, but that sounds really fucking hard.
Yeah,
that sounds super hard.
Pause. No. Super hard, Tony. Super hard.
Super duper hard.
And before we get today's show started, are you celebrating a birthday? Well, are you?
Happy birthday to you if you are.
Happy birthday to you and your friends or your family. And we also like to say happy birthday to our celebrity friends. And today, celebrating a birthday, Mr. Elon Musk.
Yes, he is. Elon Musk. Sorry, I was on the wrong page.
It's all right.
He's 47 years old.
There we go. And John Elway.
Yeah. QB of the Stars.
Hey.
58 years old. He's looking good for 58.
And Cusack. Mr. John Cusack.
I like him. One of my favorite actors. 52 years old. Super good.
And I believe the actor who played Mr. Miyagi, wax on, wax off.
Yeah.
It would have been his birthday today as well.
Yeah, he died in 2005, but it would have been his birthday today. Mr. Miyagi.
Hey.
Miyagi-san.
Yes. I was just saying to Tony, I was like, man, Elon Musk, like the guy, I mean, he's inventing a bunch of crazy things. I'm surprised. I don't know if he's done this yet. I think he has.
I don't think that he has.
He should develop his own cologne and, of course, call it Elon's Musk. Has he done that? I feel like if I searched it on Twitter, someone's either made it up or he's probably put it on his like his Twitter feed.
It seems like it's really below him.
I don't know,
Because he's
man.
like a super smart, technical like dude. Like if you can Google it and you have it, I'm sure we would have heard of Elon's Musk before, and I definitely would be wearing it actually right now for sure. I want his Musk. It doesn't exist.
Well,
no,
dude, yeah,
it's real.
well, it's not real,
It's fake.
but there's
It would work.
definitely if you Google
There's a mock-up. Look at
Elon's,
that.
yeah, Elon's Musk, there's definitely a mock-up.
There you go.
Yeah.
My bad. Maybe it's a good idea. Who knew?
Yeah.
Okay.
Stranger things can happen.
No. Listen, who wouldn't want Elon Musk all over them?
I mean, oozing with
Yeah.
intelligence
Yeah, you like that.
and money.
And yeah, you could become that person if you musked it up
Oh, geez.
with Elon's Musk.
You guys may be wondering what it looks like. I'm just queuing up the picture right now. So
He looks like so. He looks strange in that picture. Oh my god!
Hold on, guys.
He's so highly revered as a businessman, an entrepreneur, an inventor, and you
Well,
know.
he was selling flamethrowers recently.
Yeah, and look what that did. You made a fortune.
Yes. So I mean,
Brilliant.
He should actually release Elon's Musk. I don't know if he has or not, but man,
We should maybe contact him
I
about
think we
this.
should give him. I'll buy into this if I can get it on the startup level
on the ground floor.
yeah,
the angel round, as they say.
and send them like I don't know 5,000-10,000.
I think it might take more than 10,000.
Well, there's going to be a couple people involved. I just want to be a part of it.
Okay.
I don't want to be like the sole proprietor.
Small part of it,
Yeah, just a small part of it.
but a big Musk.
Yes. Speaking of Musk and smells, an Ontario lady has been charged with a bunch of different things for holding over 50 dogs in her house.
Yeah. You have one dog.
I have one dog, he's a little Chihuahua.
I have one cat.
Yeah.
And cats are good. Not a lot of work. Dogs a bit more work.
A little bit more. They require a little
57
bit more.
dogs. A whole lot of work.
I can't imagine.
So a woman in Colborne, Ontario, a woman faces numerous animal cruelty charges after 57 dogs and 4 cats. Poor cats, too. They got to live in the house with 57 dogs. Removed from her home earlier this month. The OSPCA executed a warrant on a home in Cobourg, about 24 kilometers east of Cobourg. Colborne. Sorry,
It's okay.
24 kilometers east of Cobourg.
There you go.
On March 21st, after receiving concerns about the health of a large number of dogs on the property. Quote, upon entering the house, the officers discovered a large number of golden retriever type dogs in poor body condition. Because obviously, yeah.
You can't feed 57
You can't maintain
dogs.
that kind of that were living in unsanitary conditions. Orders were issued to have the dogs examined by a veterinarian, developed a nutrition plan, and to improve sanitation and ventilation in the home. The OSPCA said it attempted to work with the 58-year-old animal owner to gain compliance with regulatory standards of care outlined in the provincial animal welfare legislation. But the OSPCA says ongoing concerns for the welfare of the animals, quote, saying, necessitated their removal. So the list of charges that were just dealt out this month, and along, of course, with the removal of the animals, the woman whose name has not been released is charged with permitting dogs to be in distress, failing to provide adequate and appropriate food and water, failing to provide adequate medical condition, failing to provide the care necessary for general welfare, failing to provide an adequate and appropriate resting and sleeping area, failure to provide a space for to enable the animal to move naturally and to exercise, failing to provide sanitary conditions, and failing to provide ventilation.
Oy.
So, how many charges is that? Like
That
9?
was 8. I
That's
believe.
8 charges there. So, if you, quote, if you find yourself in a position where you have more animals than you can probably care for, reach out to your local Ontario SPCA Animal Care Center and Humane Society to discuss the options.
Wow.
Failing to provide your animals with the care they require is not an option.
First of all, shouts out to the dogs.
Yeah. Yeah. Shouts out to the dogs.
Holding it down. Shouts out to the cats for really holding it down.
Dude, the cats must be going insane.
I can't imagine.
Cats don't like dogs, period. They want to be left alone. Dogs, they want to be played with all the time.
Literally forced to like 57 dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I know people who can barely take care of one animal.
Yeah.
Let alone, I can't imagine taking care of 57 dogs. Like,
it's, to the point where it's like, okay, you love animals. I get it.
Yeah.
This is the opposite.
maybe you should volunteer somewhere. Like maybe at like a SPCA or pet shelter or
anything.
Anything that involves animals. I mean, if you maybe can go to a local zoo. I know the dogs probably won't be there, but
No, but this is doing more damage than good to the dogs. It's cruelty under the law, but obviously many laws that she's broken.
Yeah.
It's animal cruelty. Can you imagine if a dog not getting proper diet, water, can't go, and I mean, you can't walk 57 dogs every day. Ugh. From what I understand, I don't have a dog, but they have to be walked daily.
Yeah.
Maybe twice a day.
Especially during for special breeds too. Special breeds, like there's dogs that need to just constantly require walks constantly.
Can you imagine these big dogs too, like a golden retriever? That's a big dog. Yeah, a very active dog, and needs to be out and needs to be fresh air and walked at least once a day. I'm assuming. Yeah. Can you imagine? You can't walk them all. Number one, and number two, you can't keep up with the other things either. How does she afford to feed 50? Obviously, she wasn't, because these animals were they weren't fed properly.
What happens when you go out on a date with this lady, and she brings you back to her place, and you think it's going down? Well, can you get by the smell of 57 dogs?
I don't think you can get by the 57 dogs. I mean, how do you get in the fucking door? And number two, where you go? You ain't going in that bedroom. The dogs are all over the place.
Yeah, that's true.
Dogs are humping each other.
Snouts in your bum.
Can you imagine?
On your crotch.
Becomes a very awkward orgy.
Yeah, like, yo. I think one snout's enough.
Like one snout in your ass is enough.
Yeah, what's one? Yeah. It's
you got to start somewhere. You start feeling some extra snouts where they shouldn't be. Yeah, it turns me off a little bit. Yeah, I can't get aroused. Yeah, and on top of that, I mean, the smell alone in that place. Holy hell!
I can't. I can't. I would love to see pictures of her place.
I probably would not want to see that. But yeah, you're right. I mean, they walked in there, it was like, holy crap.
We have covered some disaster houses over the last couple of weeks, and I mean, this one probably would be no exception to the rule. But I'm still curious.
And on top of that, they gave her opportunities. They said, listen, these are the things you have to comply with to be able to have this. There's no way she was going to be able to do it.
I just think physically, as a human,
one human,
you just can't take care of 57 dogs.
It would be your daily job, like your full job, the whole day.
I don't know. I wonder if there is like a number for the amount of dogs you could care for per person.
I mean, you have a dog.
I have a dog. I can only handle one. If it was just me, if I had it my way, one dog per person. No, I'm just kidding. I'm assuming probably like I got to be under 10.
I would say. Yeah, I would say so.
I think 6 is a very reasonable number.
I think
that's even be pushing. I think that's even pushing it.
You guys have dogs? Who has a dog out there? How many dogs?
How many dogs do you have?
You barely handle your one dog.
Yeah, I don't even know where the dog is right now.
See, you're a responsible owner.
No idea.
Yeah. Okay. He's somewhere.
Yeah.
I have no idea, man. And yeah. So anyway, good on these guys for taking every single animal out of there. You know what I mean? And I'm assuming that you probably won't be able to own any more dogs or pets.
I would hope not. I hope she would be put into some sort of registry and be like, you have to worry about the mental.
That's the other thing.
Awareness of this person as well. Once they're starting gathering upwards of 50 plus dogs, then you got to wonder the mental condition of this human being.
Yeah, and I think that'd be the other side of it. I think you're right. It becomes it's a situation now you have to look at their mental health and go, okay, this person is not. They're not registering what's the actual situation, right? So
kind of like it's like hoarding, but hoarding dogs.
Yeah, like hoarding, collecting dogs like as prizes. Yeah. Here's the good thing. They didn't say any of the pets were.
That's good.
There's no fatality with any of the pets. That's good. They're all out of there. They're running free in a field somewhere. God, I like that. I wish I was running it free in a field somewhere.
Okay, well, I mean, I could take you to one.
No, then you'll drop me off. You won't come back. We're going to the zoo. Oh, really? Yeah, this don't look like a fucking zoo.
Yeah, I brought Tony out to Atlantic Playland. Yeah, just left him there.
Well, I don't see it. It's just beyond the fence. Go ahead.
Yeah, go, Tony.
Go ahead.
Go. Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
I have friends who've done that. Anyway, we'll get into that.
Nice.
Finally.
Finally, it's already over.
That was a quick show. For our second story, this is kind of good feeling, feel good story.
Yeah, we went down, now we're up.
Yeah, it's just a little roller coaster action.
We'll go back
That's how
down,
we do it.
let's go up a little bit.
We usually go back down towards
Way
the
down,
Yeah,
way
towards
below.
the show. Stay with us, ladies and gentlemen, and you'll see the transgression of the show.
Yeah, you'll see it go down.
Former President Jimmy Carter delivers a new clinic to a small town that's been without a physician. Ladies and gentlemen, you think that the healthcare is bad in Nova Scotia? Boy, this town didn't even have a doctor.
For months.
So a small town in Georgia has been without a practicing physician for almost 4 months. But thank you, former President U.S. President Jimmy Carter. Salute to you. That's about to change. Since their medical facility closed back in March, the town of Plains has been without any local health care providers.
Wow.
So as a means of servicing his beloved hometown, Jimmy Carter rallied representatives of a Mercer University School of Medicine to open a new clinic in Plains next month, making it the first rural clinic that is managed by the university.
Wow.
Dr. Gene Summer, who's the dean of School of Medicine, told the newspaper that Carter was very involved and he opened the door for the entire operation. According to the university, Mercer Medicine Plains clinics will offer comprehensive primary care services using local physicians, nurse practitioners, as well as specialty care and mental health services. Well, maybe that lady who has the 57 dogs should make her way down to Plains and go and check into the mental services. Both in person, telehealth consultation, on-site services will include primary care, internal medicine, OB/GYN, marriage and family therapy, and counseling. So the whole slew of practices going on.
I like
so you're getting seen, ladies and gentlemen.
You're getting it all.
Yeah. So
one-stop shop.
I just want to say, just a quick congratulations.
Yeah, shouts out.
Jimmy. Good for you, bud.
Yeah, shouts out.
But here's the thing. I got two things. It's kind of to be expected if you live in a rural, depending on how rural. But when I say the word rural, I'm assuming like not much.
Like farm,
just enough to get by, and maybe healthcare isn't.
I'm trying to compare it to somewhere like in Nova Scotia. Like, where's rural? Like Windsor? Is that rural?
No, I'm thinking even way.
More rural than that?
When I drove, like, there's some. I would say, like, I drove through like Saskatoon, and there's some rural places. Like, you'll drive through places, and it's like population like 30, 40, 50 people. That to me,
rural.
that's super rural.
Yeah, that's
but
beyond.
I mean, is this what they expect when you move out of the city to a rural location? No health care, and also my other gripe with this story is that isn't it sad that a private citizen had to take it on his own hands to bring medical care to a town instead of the government themselves?
That's a good point too. But again, the population may not dictate. They may have a law in place where it's like, okay, the nearest medical facility needs to be within this diameter,
right?
And there is a space, even though it could be a fucking 50 miles away,
right?
Which is crazy for us, like when we think about those things. But maybe that's their law.
I would think, if I was a practicing student of medicine, this would be a great opportunity for me to go get my hours in. And I think that's probably why the university probably jumped on it.
Right.
Was to probably give a lot of their students and people who are going to be entering the workforce and probably moving on to bigger cities and such. That's probably why they jumped on it in the first place, which I'm happy. I mean, I don't know how it works 100% here, but I mean, I think more places should be doing this. With placements and stuff like that. I don't know. I can only speak on what I've done, but
yeah, we complain about our healthcare here too all the time, and it's free. Well, number one, it's here free in Canada, of course.
He apparently tried to get universal health care, I believe, as president when he was in office. I believe he did.
Okay.
Don't quote me on it because I wasn't born then.
I'm quoting you on that. Okay. Now that you know U.S. history, all of a sudden. Devin says, I was principal in a town of 200 people.
Whoa.
No road. No road.
Yo!
No road. Flying community or 12-hour snowmobile ride to Yellowknife. That's rural.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying like
That's
like,
motherfucking rural.
Yeah, like what does I think it's like
Wow.
got to be like under 500 is considered rural.
Is that
like,
what it is?
I don't
Okay.
know. I have no idea.
It could be.
I'm
yeah,
just saying in
You're
my.
throwing out a lot of facts you can't back up.
Well, I'm saying what I would assume. Rural.
He was the most successful president in the world of all time, Jimmy Carter. I think he was a beloved president, though. I think he's one of the best ones they had, from what I understand.
Yeah.
Someone told me that. Trump told me that.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, let's do a little rolly call.
Yeah.
Shall we?
Yes.
But good on the Prez.
Yeah.
Shouts out and salutes to you, man. Good
and
job.
Your humanitarian.
And that was his hometown, right?
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah, good on him.
Yeah.
Shouts out to also, who else we got in the house? We got, I'm going to go to the top of the list. Charlie, Alyssa, we got, Alisa. This is a different one. Jacob, Steph, Julie, Kathy, Cassandra, Joe, Jessica, Jeanette, Devin, Sargis, and Rachel. Sorry, Rochelle in the house.
I think I'm trying to see if I had any more.
Do you have anybody different?
You shout out to my man Chris. I see you. Shouts out to my friend Jenny. Shouts out Gerald, Flex Man in the building.
I see CJM.
Yeah, that's my buddy.
That's your homie?
Yeah.
You said barbecue tonight? That's what he said.
Okay, barbecue tonight. Let's do it, dude.
Where's this going to? How come I didn't get invited no barbecue?
I don't know. Once you get,
I like to eat.
Listen,
Look at me.
Can I tell you one thing?
Oh, fuck.
I'm kind of a big deal.
Yes. I hate you. Damn.
Yeah.
I like barbecue.
Yeah.
Fine. Don't invite me.
Next time.
Nah, I don't want it. You want to go anyway? I don't want your pity barbecue. I don't want your pity meats.
I'll treat you to some steak and steak.
What's
that? What's some double Delmonico?
Like $8.99 steak. Shit.
Hey, I used to really like those steaks.
I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty freaking good. Yeah. It's so thin though.
But you know what? It was the salt that they put on. That's what made it. It was whatever that mixture was.
Special seasoning.
Yeah, that made it amazing.
Delmonico.
Doubled out Derby style, boy.
Derby style. The mushrooms on the side.
I wasn't into mushrooms back then, but probably me now. I would get mushrooms.
And you knew they came out of the can, but they went with the steak.
Yeah, I'm sure the steak came out of the can as well too.
You ever have that canned steak? That's some good stuff right there, baby.
Yo, you ever see canned chicken? It's a thing.
No, it's canned chicken,
dude. I swear to God.
That can't be real.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can Google canned chicken. I mean,
we should have talked about that on the show. What the hell are you talking about?
Canned chicken is a thing.
Oh,
it's unfortunately a thing. Yeah, I don't know how it works.
Spam.
Also, racism, ladies and gentlemen.
What a surprise. We have a racism story.
Yes, we've been covering them quite often, more frequently than I'd like.
And
it continues.
Yeah. And I got something to say about that too after, but
okay.
How frequent they're coming up. So yeah,
I have the video for this. I don't know if we want to play the video first or you want to talk about it.
Let's talk about it first, maybe, and then we'll talk about it after, and then we'll show the video. South Carolina woman was arrested after berating. It's always about berating black teenagers with racial slurs, hitting a boy with a camera, and biting a deputy. She sounds like a winner.
Sup, girl? What are you doing later tonight?
Who let the dogs out?
I like long walks on beaches, insulting black children, and biting deputies. I'm single.
Yeah. I'm good to go.
Good to go.
And I'm super racist.
Yep.
Stephanie, 38 years old, was arrested after Sunday's incident at a Somerville neighborhood pool. Okay, this is a public pool. According to news, the Dorchester County Sheriff's Office said that the victim was 15 years old, who was invited to the pool by friends. Stephanie told the group of boys upon arriving at the pool that they didn't belong there.
Boy.
And that they had to leave and continue to antagonize and hurl racial slurs at them, witness told the deputies. A video posted on Facebook appeared to show Stephanie slap the person holding the camera as he walked out of the pool area, which is one of the boys, obviously. He is then heard calling someone a little punk, or sorry, she is a little punk, and telling someone to get out.
Okay.
According to news, the victim told authorities that he and his friends were respectfully when Stephanie demanded that he and his friends leave the pool, and the investigators concluded that the woman was the aggressor. When deputies arrived at her home Monday, authorities became combative. The whole thing, that's when it blew up. I think this is when the biting happened. She assaulted two deputies, biting one in the arm, pushing the other one to the wall. She is a beast. She was charged with 1 count of third-degree assault and 2 counts of assaulting a law enforcement officer. She's being held at the Dorchester County Detention Center.
Very good.
A winner.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado,
let's take a look at this.
Let's take a look at
prize woman.
Yes, in all of her glory.
All of her glory.
Get out! Get out! Get out now! There's 3 numbers I could dial. 911. Okay?
Yeah, right.
Get out. Little punks.
So yeah, that's we don't really know what she was. Obviously, the witnesses said she was the aggressor. The boys weren't doing anything, wrong or anything. This is a public pool. They have a right to be there just as much as anybody else. So, yeah, racism.
Oh man,
it's alive and well.
Ladies and gentlemen,
how do you like that?
I say that a lot. I know I got to use another term.
You do say that a lot.
Hey guys.
But it's a respectful term.
Yes.
Yeah. He respects you people.
I respect you guys watching and listening.
He never calls me gentleman.
No.
Calls me lady.
Yes, a lot. So yeah. I'm just very curious. What bothers a 38-year-old to just go up to a random teenager and just, again, just start throwing assaults at them?
This is the problem with these kind of stories. It's a very small, whole narrative here. You see a small portion of what happened. We don't know. Yeah. I'm not saying that they did anything, but we'd like to know what led up to it.
Yes.
Someone just doesn't, like you said, come out of nowhere, all of a sudden start hurling racial, slurs at people.
I don't know. Well, I sent you a video last night.
Yes.
Of the guy on the train.
Yeah. Well,
not that kind of video, ladies and gentlemen. Yo, Tony.
It involved the burrito.
Yo, Tony, check this out. How's this angle look? Yeah, there's a guy on a subway or train of some
public
sort,
train, yeah.
And there was a man eating a burrito. And this guy could not stand this guy eating a burrito. Random total stranger. So then he goes to like the intercom and he's asking for authorities to come get this guy who's eating a burrito. And then he sits back down in his seat and he proceeds to go on his cell phone and record this guy eating the burrito. Everybody, of course, around him is like, this guy has lost his mind.
Yeah, they're looking at him like he's a lunatic.
Yes, and I'm assuming this lady is also a lunatic. And Permit Patty may be a lunatic. And the barbecue lady last week or 2 weeks ago may be a lunatic. Or just some people who need some self-love.
I think it's the same person.
Yeah, right?
It's the same person every single time. I'm telling you right now, you put them in a lineup, you can't tell them apart.
There's a lot of similarities with the last of these stories. Just the way that they look, the way that they act.
Skin color, the body shape.
I just don't think they're happy with themselves. I don't think they're happy with their lives. I don't think they're happy with what goes on in their day-to-day. Maybe they're not doing enough in their lives where they think even a kid jumping in the pool, that's enough and triggers somebody to go off.
Well, this is the thing, and this is why I talk about it. We only see a very small snippet of what...
Tony, I feel like insulting you right now just for sitting in that damn seat.
Damn you, and your pen in your hand.
Yeah.
Damn, that's racist.
Yeah.
Sally says there's always two sides to every story. Yeah, this is the thing. It's always a short clip, and even when we see things like, in certain situations, people getting arrested. I hate when people post things of people getting arrested and they go, racism, it was a wrongful arrest. I didn't do anything. It's like, dude, how come you never show the whole video?
Right.
Show me what happened.
Yeah.
Same thing with this lady. Like, we don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Like, did she come out of nowhere? Did they do something? Did she do something to start? Did somebody else say something? We don't know. But either way, mind your fucking business. You're in a public pool. You don't have a right to kick anybody out. You have no authority.
Yeah, unless if it's your pool. And you own the pool itself.
Which you don't.
Which you probably don't.
You don't look like a pool owner.
Pool Patrol Paula.
Yeah, unless you got one of them little blow-up pools that you blew up. And like
I own this. Yeah, I own this pool.
I own this pool.
Yeah.
You can't even fit your ass in that pool, number one.
Yeah.
If you sat down and got up, pool will be attached to you.
Yeah, Paula.
So, Paula, you better check yourself.
Yeah.
Listen, if they're breaking the law, breaking something, if they're doing something wrong, cool.
Here's the best advice. If they're breaking some sort of law, as Tony said, or
the pool rules,
not obeying pool rules, then you go and get somebody who's an authority.
Yeah, which you are not.
Which you are not, Pool Patrol Paula. I mean, if it's bothering you that much, then yeah, go to somebody who either works at one of these places and then let them take the brunt of it. Handle it more responsibly.
Because otherwise, it never ends well.
It never ends well.
And trust me, they're going to get you on camera.
Yeah.
2018.
Exactly. Now these days, everything is recorded. So
yeah, like you're getting caught.
Yeah.
And probably not a smart idea. She probably would have been all right if she didn't attack the police officers.
Yeah.
What are you thinking? They come to your house.
That only strengthens the story of the teenagers now.
Yeah. It just makes you look worse.
Yes.
Oh my God. Like, just what are you people doing?
I don't know.
Bites one of them, pushes the other one. Now you went from potentially nothing, no charges.
Yeah. To possible jail time.
And now you got 2 charges assaulting 2 officers. What is going on, man?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Baby girl,
you done
if you were
messed up.
hungry, you should have ate something.
Tony's sitting right here. He's a full snack, ladies and gentlemen. Finally, this odd story.
Yep.
Speaking of self-love,
dude, I don't even know what to even say about this.
I'm not even sure. I wasn't even done editing it, so
I love it.
Yeah, it's gonna come out as is. So, Gulf police warn of 3rd public masturbator in less than a week. This time on a bicycle, ladies and gentlemen.
Built for one.
Hey, on Saturday, police service received its 3rd call within a week complaining that a male masturbating in public. But this call was different from the first 2. The most recent one was a little bit weirder because he was on a bike.
Oh my God.
This is the 3rd one here in about a week, they said.
Wow.
What the hell is going on there? The incident was called about 6:51 a.m. on Saturday. Well, listen, that's a little early on a Saturday.
Well, you know, we all operate on different hours.
Yeah, I suppose.
You're a morning guy, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm a morning guy.
You know,
but I'm not cranking one out on a bicycle at 6 in the morning.
No, that's a circus trick. I don't, you know.
I'd rather do it in the comforts of my own home. Thank you very much.
Agreed.
The male suspect is described as being white, bald, navy t-shirt, navy pants.
You're lying. I was like, oh shit.
In his 40s.
Wait a minute.
Anyways, the male is described as being white, in his 40s, fit looking.
Damn it all. This isn't getting any better for me. This is worse.
Wearing a baseball hat with blonde or red, with a blonde or black, wearing a, oh God. He's blonde or
wearing a black person?
Red hair, wearing a black or purple sport coat. Man, that was a poorly written sentence.
In a sport coat too.
Yeah.
She dressed up for the occasion.
Yeah.
Took himself out.
And the bicycle was red in color, just in case.
All right.
So, again, in June 18th, press release, police reported a heavy-set male in his 40s or 50s just masturbating out in the public. Then on June 21st, police were called to a trail in Speed River near Edinburgh Road for a man in his 20s with a thin build masturbating silently.
What in the world?
Shouts out to my silent masturbating.
Silently?
Yeah.
Well, hopefully if you're in public, you're not moaning and groaning.
Ladies and gentlemen, we told you that the show would go in the gutter, but
we warned you guys. We warned you. Sally says when the mood hits you,
yeah,
go.
Got to do it silently, ladies and gentlemen. Shh. So we always wanted to tell the people and the public to be aware of their surroundings and to not be alone. And apparently the 3 incidents do not appear to be related. So they're all from different people. It's not like some serial masturbators
I beg to differ.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I think this is a group.
I think it's definitely a Facebook. Some guy started up like a private Facebook
some
group.
kind of a yeah. So I'm going, listen, now you're going to cover the East End.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it silently.
You catch me in the South End being real quiet.
What
like
the fuck?
And you got the bike, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah. Do it on the bike in the North End, all right?
That'll be good when they catch you. Yeah. How do you do it on a bike?
So, I don't know. So, police are taking the incidents very seriously, as they should, and said they are being investigated by the department's sexual assault unit. Didn't know that existed.
That sounds kind of scary and serious.
Sounds kind of, yeah.
The sexual assault
unit.
Yeah.
So, what do you do for a living?
Sexually assault
I'm police. I work for police. Oh, yeah. What department? Oh, the sexual assault unit. Okay.
Did they go and assault people?
Yeah. So it's a crime that someone is doing this, and if this does happen, people need to call the police in an urgent manner. See, ladies and gentlemen, this is the time you call police, not when black kids are jumping in pools, or black kids are selling water, or people are barbecuing.
Yeah.
You call the police when people
is the time.
are out masturbating in public and on bicycles and what have you.
That's the time to do it.
That's the time you want to call the police, and maybe record it on your camera. And if you're really tempted to tempt fate, then approach them. But I wouldn't recommend that.
I wouldn't do that. Yeah, it might be dangerous.
Again, save that for the authorities. Let them do it.
Get it on your phone, so at least we can cover it on the show.
Yeah, that's
we'll
true.
show live footage.
Yeah,
that'd be great.
Exactly. Just think about us.
Sally says, has there ever been a woman caught? No. We wouldn't know.
Yeah, no, I'm not sure.
We're not on the assault squad.
Yeah, we can call into the assault unit and find out. I don't know. Yeah, it's usually, again, a lot of these public masturbation stories are a lot to do with guys.
Or
again,
nobody reports to women.
Oh, yeah. See, and here's the double standard again.
Yeah.
Because I think, I mean, I haven't heard many of these, but if there is a lady publicly masturbating, I don't know many people would report it.
I ain't calling it in.
Yeah, I'll be like,
I'm not fucking calling it in.
I'm calling one of my friends and be like, yo, check this.
I'm going to whip out the phone.
Yeah.
Whip out something.
Jeepers.
Yeah.
See, unbelievable.
It could be a group thing.
Oh, God.
I don't know. Women can do it more discreetly.
Yeah. Just do it at home, or, I mean.
No, but I mean, even if they're public, I think women can do it more discreetly.
Oh, yes.
Like a dude's got to, like,
yeah,
you know, pull out his wanger.
Yeah.
It's different with a woman. I mean, you see her hand, but she could do it through.
No, you could do it, like, I'm sure there can be sometimes. I don't think you need hand. There's.
Oh boy, I don't know what you're doing.
I think maybe on a motorbike or something. Does that work?
Well, no. It's all becoming very complicated.
Yes, I
like it simple.
This is becoming a very disgusting show.
Very dangerous show.
Yes. Anyways, we condone some self-love, but just don't do it in public, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be offending somebody. Yep. And if you want to, you know, make sure you ask for the person's permission before, you know, doing it in front of them, of course. Have to consent.
Do you mind if I, you know?
No, go ahead.
Go ahead.
All right.
Join you.
I'll have my canned steak while you do it.
Yeah, I'll eat my burrito.
Yeah. And it is that time, ladies and gentlemen. We got that World Cup. Yeah.
Oh, some big upsets happening.
Really?
Isn't there?
I don't know.
No.
Okay. That was weird.
No, that was yesterday with Germany.
Yes, that was yesterday.
That was yesterday. Huge, actually.
Huge.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a few games today. Mm-hmm. Are you waiting for that to load?
Yeah. Unless if you have it on your phone.
I do have it, but I don't want to take away your shine.
No, this is your shine, baby.
All right.
Go for it.
There was 4 matches today, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Colombia beat Senegal. 1-0 Poland. Yeah, Poland.
I saw that.
Poland.
I saw that they won.
Beat Japan 1-0. Belgium 1-0 over England.
Bro, I told you. I said it yesterday. I was like, I think I'm going to choose Belgium this year.
Oh, it was a good call.
And Spain, sorry.
It's a good call.
Yeah, that's my
and Tunisia over Panama 2-1.
Yeah. And tomorrow we have France facing Argentina and Uruguay versus Portugal. So yeah, tomorrow should be a good. Also, in somewhat soccer-related news, Bud Light is offering California apparently free beer if Mexico breaks the curse of the 5th game at the World Cup. Free beer.
Shouts out to Bud Light.
So Bud Light is offering free beer to soccer fans if Mexico can beat its curse of the 5th game in the World Cup. In a tweet, the beer company announced that if Mexico beats Brazil and advances to the quarterfinals, that it will help pay for customers' beer. The curse of the 5th game refers to Mexico not being able to advance past the 5th game in the World Cup since 1994. So Mexico faces Brazil on Monday at 7 a.m.
Yes.
So if Mexico does break the curse, Bud Light said it will then provide further details on how to get free beer for California. I wish that was like a world thing, but I guess it's just California.
What's up with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would assume, we were talking about this before we went on the air, that majority of Mexicans live in California. We're assuming that's why they're targeting that area in particular.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, shouts out to Bud Light.
Yeah.
Mexico. Pressure's on.
You think like maybe like a Corona would have done some kind of promotion like this?
Yeah, but you know what? Corona's an import, though.
Oh, okay.
So
you're an import.
Am I? Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, Shouts out to Bud Light.
Yeah, and finally, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to keep plugging this one because there's only one more day in the week left. Red, White, and Ginger, Canada Day, Lion and Bright. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're looking for something to do on this Sunday, Canada Day, in the evening, come on out and get your dancing shoes because myself and Redhead DJ will be throwing down at Lion and Bright 10 to 2. Early birds are sold out. Advance tickets have been sold out. We are still selling regular tickets, and there may be some at the door. Not sure. But I would encourage you to get your tickets now before it's too late.
Don't take that chance, people. Get your tickets today.
Yes.
Because there's only a couple days left.
There's only a couple days left.
Canada Day weekend is coming.
And there may be one more promotion coming out tomorrow. Which
Ooh, daddy.
You guys will like.
Burritos.
Yes. What are you up to for this evening? Okay, nothing. Cool. What are you guys up to for this evening? All right, good.
Good. You got to go to the gym.
I'm going to go to the gym immediately after the show.
And you need a shower.
And I'm probably going to, well, maybe.
What?
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm going to shower, of course.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
So that's it. We'll be back tomorrow.
Yes, and ladies and gentlemen, please subscribe to the show. Find us on YouTube, iTunes, Google Play. If you don't mind, if you find us there, just give us a old 5-star rating. If you find the Facebook page, Talking Trends, give us a little rating on there and like the page if you like the show, of course.
A little like and share would be much appreciated, people.
Yes, and if you see any stories that we haven't been covering and you want us to cover, send it our way. Hit us up, add us as friends on Facebook, and send us those news stories, and we will talk about those stories that you want us to talk about.
We will do it.
And without further ado, it is the end of the show.
Tomorrow, Sexy Friday.
Yes.
We would love to see you back here, guys. Let's see you tomorrow at 5 o'clock.
Yes.
We'll be back. We hope you come back. We miss you.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, how's it going, YouTube? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Talking Trends. If you like the show, please subscribe below.